What's going on, guys? This is Redemption once again with another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links video. Now finally we got Yami Marik in Duel World after months of us wanting him to come and a lot of expectations. We finally got him. The event is called Attack of the Rare Hunters. Yami Marik returns. So this is a gate event, which is actually pretty awesome because a lot of you guys were actually tired of roaming duelists and their horrible drop rates. So now we got a gate event with awesome cards and also a new acquirable character. Also, ex-Jules are back, so you can purchase another Great Shield Guard now or whatever card you need. So in this video, guys, I'm gonna show you the deck that I've been using to farm Yami Marik level 40. It has consistently given me 8,000 assessment, and it uses 2 Union attacks and Gravekeeper's Vassal. So we're using Labyrinth Builder with this deck, and we need to raise the defense of our Labyrinth Wall to 3300. So we're using 2 Sorcerer's Spell Walls and 2 Luster Yellow Shields to raise it. So we are also running 3 Planet Pathfinders to fish for the field spells. Also 1 Fiend Mega Cyber because it can be special summoned. 2 Rain of Mercies, 1 Supremacy Berry, 1 Shield and Sword, 1 Super Anti-Magic Arrows, and 1 Riryoku. Now you need to put in the deck the most cards that you have that are glossy or prismatic, and of course that will work with the deck, because it's kind of hard to acquire a lot of points because you cannot get LP on the brink because it's very hard to do it. So this is a replay using this deck. You're gonna see it's pretty straightforward. You only need to set your Labyrinth Wall and raise his defense, and then the farm is actually successful. Now I send 2 cards to my deck and put Labyrinth Wall and use Planet Pathfinder to fish the Sorcerer Spell Wall. So at this point, as I said, the farm is over, it's actually successful, and we only need to keep drawing cards. So we keep thinning our deck. And you want to hold on to your cards the most you can before you send them to the graveyard. Now you have to be conscious that you need to have, on the last turn, you need to have your life points below his so you can get comeback victory. And also you need to put attention in that you never want to have 2 monsters on the field. Never ever want to have 2 monsters on the field. It happened to me the first time I farmed him, and and I was so mad because if you have 2 monsters, he will just tribute them off for his Lava Golem, and now your farm is gone. So at this point we only need to get more cards from our deck. There's really no reason to not use Supremacy Berry or Rain of Mercy. As I told you, life points doesn't really matter, in that you don't need to end the duel with low life points. If you get it, then it's awesome, but it's not needed. So 5 cards left. We get Shield and Sword and set it because Shield and Sword is the first card that we need or that we use in our combo. So 1 card left. I use Riryoku just to use it because it's prismatic and it doesn't matter when you use it actually. Okay, so next turn is the final attack. Okay, so we put our Labyrinth Wall in attack position, special summon our Fiend Mega Cyber, summon our Gravekeeper's Vassal and Secret Pass on it, then double unit attack. Remember, all of your monsters have to be in attack position or unit attack won't work. So next you use anti-magic arrows on the start of the battle phase and attack for game. So this is pretty straightforward, there's not actually much science to it. I got with this farm 800 assessment points. So okay, for those of you who don't have unit attack, I'm gonna show you an alternative to this deck that also uses Labyrinth Builder but doesn't use unit attack. So we are using Summoner of Illusions and Dimension Hall, and in the second to last turn you set Summoner of Illusions and Dimension Hall it, so it cannot get tributed. So we are using again all of the same stuff except one Piranha Army instead of Gravekeeper's Vassal and Gift of the Martyr instead of Union Attack. You only need one Gift of the Martyr to make this deck work. Also we are running this spell because you need to pop your field spell before going in, because Piranha Army has 800 attack plus the 300 attack from the field spell is 1100, and that one work with Secret Pass to the Treasures. So you pop your field spell and then you are good to go. Now this is a replay with this deck. The only thing that can screw things up is if you don't draw your Summoner of Illusions or your Dimension Hall before the second to last turn. So, or that if you don't get your Labyrinth defense up early enough. So okay, I'm gonna keep one Pathfinder to start fishing up. I summon the Labyrinth Wall and use Pathfinder to fish the field spell. Now at this point we only need to get our Summoner of Illusions and Dimension Hall before the second to last turn, and then we are done. The farm is successful. Now, without Union Attack, and more precisely without Gravekeeper's Vassal, you are gonna get less assessment points, because Gravekeeper's Vassal gives you an effect damage only victory, and Piranha Army is battle damage, so that doesn't give you more points. So you're gonna get with this farm I got 7k assessment points, which isn't actually that bad either. So let's go through it. If you don't have anti-magic arrows, instead of the D-spell you can run Storm and then storm everything out in the last turn, and you're gonna pop his back row also, his entire back row, so he won't be able to stop your attack. So Storm is a cool alternative to anti-magic arrows if you didn't get them, but I don't get how you don't have him already, because it was free. You only had to do Arcana like 15 times, I guess. But okay, if you don't have it, then you can use Storm and you'll be fine. So 4 cards left in the deck. We get our Summoner of Illusions, and we already have our Dimension Hall set. So 2 turns more. We pop our field spell just to summon another yellow shield because it's glossy, and we get more points. So next turn the combo begins. We set Summoner of Illusions and Dimension Hall it, and then you end our turn. Then when you start your next turn, your summon evolution is gonna come back, you flip it, you tribute your Labyrinth Wall and summon your dragon, then you summon your Piranha army and secret pass it. Now Riryoku, just because it's prismatic, doesn't matter really much, and gift of the matter in your dragon and boost your Piranha attack. Now anti-magic arrows and attack for game. So it's pretty straightforward, guys. Yami Marik is very easy to farm compared with another legendary duelist we've had in this game, like Bakura, which was pretty hard to farm, but Yami Marik is actually very easy. So that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and found it useful. If you did, click that like button. Also let me know in the comment section down below if you use these decks or if you tweak them out in some way. I'm very curious to know. Or what decks are you using to farm Yami Marik level 40, because it's actually pretty easy and we have a lot of alternatives. And that's it, guys. This is Redemption and I will be seeing you on my next Duel Links video. Peace out.